Ryan Ash from Ash on Asia, and I'm here with DJ Rocky and DJ Diesel, probably better known as Express 2. How are you guys doing?
Very well.
Fantastic. So you guys are playing in Fly tonight in Hong Kong?
Yes,
You're outside Flyer at the moment. You excited?
Yeah, very much, very much. It's good to be in Hong Kong.
I understand you've been to Asia before. Is that right?
Yeah, many times. All over really. Bali, last night was in Bali. The night before was in Thailand and Bangkok. We've been coming to like Indonesia, playing Jakarta. Hong Kong, fourth time.
This is the first time I came to Flyer. So this is one of the first times I've listened to music. You guys say you played in Bangkok. Where did you play?
I played at the Supper Club. Played the Supper Club? Yeah.
You guys are probably best known for Lazy, which came out about 2002, right?
That's right.
And so what have you guys been doing since then?
The record kind of took off really unexpectedly for us. What we wanted to do with the David Byrne record was make a really good end of night vocal deep house record. And it ended up crossing over into the national chart. So we were in kind of unknown territory at that point. So, yeah, since then, I mean, we've recorded another album, Makes You Feel Good. A number of rather good vocal tracks on there as well, like Kill 100, Give It, that kind of thing.
We've just finished another album between the two of us as well, literally last week. So
fantastic. What's that called?
At the moment it's called The House of Express 2. We shall see. We shall see.
Yeah.
So that's going to come out end of September, October time.
Cool. Who have you been working with on that?
We've done a track with Alison Limerick. We've done a couple of tracks with Roland Clark. We worked with Juma Sound System. Rob Harvey that did Kill 100 with us. We've done something with him again. Timo Garcia, Tim Deluxe. Leo Zero, working on stuff with him. So yeah, there's a bunch of things on there. Even to the point where we've kind of gone beyond that now, and we're starting to collect stuff for the next album, sort of middle of next year.
Fantastic.
So yeah, it's all really good, really exciting times.
So, I mean, you guys are relative veterans of the dance music scene. Do you think it's on the up and up?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I think it's really on the up and up. I mean, we're more excited now, I think, than we have been in years. We're still fans ourselves, and I think when you have that fan mentality, you know, that to me is what it's all about. It's like we get excited by other people, and it's just like a knock-on effect, really.
We do a radio show for Ministry of Sound every week, every Thursday night that goes out, and you know we still get like maybe 150 promos every week, and kind of play 2 hours worth of music. We could probably do 6 hours every week. You know, there's that much great music out there.
So much
and
stuff.
that keeps it all interesting and keeps us interested in what what we do and stuff. So yeah, brilliant.
Cool. So after Hong Kong, what's your plan?
It's been a pretty much a whirlwind thing, you know. Like Dee said, we were in Bangkok Thursday, Bali last night, Hong Kong tonight, and then we fly home tomorrow. Get home like early Monday morning. We'll probably go to sleep for a few hours, and then you know you wake up and feel like you haven't been anywhere. It's that kind of full on. But
I understand you guys are off to Ibiza.
We're off to Ibiza on the 2nd of March.
And
no. 2nd of September.
Why did I say that? Sorry, too many Jägermeisters. I had another shot in there.
Yeah, no, it's
2nd of September. We're going to be playing at Amnesia.
Okay.
For MTV, and I nearly said ITV. And we're playing alongside Primal Scream. We're going to be DJing along with Alfredo, the legend, and also Terry Farley, another legend, and so it's going to be like that whole original, like 1990 old school Balearic stroke
the
house
Balearic
thing.
sound,
yeah. So that's the next time in Ibiza. So we're really looking forward to it.
What has kept you in the game so long?
We're just constantly inspired by other people and by places that we come to, and you know, kind of gigs that you do as well, that just always sort of remind you of why you love it so much and why you've been doing it for 24, 25 years. You know, it's just that. And the fact that it's constantly evolving and changing. Like some young producer or some kid will come along and like at the moment we're just really into this whole sort of like kind of 90s thing that seems to be happening.
That's exactly
and
you know, like vocal house.
And they're like, you know, sort of like young kind of producers and DJs that are kind of listening to what we were into it when we first started out, and kind of trying to make that, but in so doing, making something completely different, and it's a whole new sound that again it just inspires us, and you know, then we kind of go in and try and, you know, do something that's inspired by that, and just do our thing.
I mean, people like Julio Bashmore at the moment, you know, making that kind of, you know,
and Maya Jane Coles,
Coles,
brilliant.
is doing that kind of vibe, and the whole Rush Hour label as well is like incredible. Like every release on there, you know, and all the sort of reissue stuff of the Virgo 4 stuff, and you could go on. I mean, it's endless, really. I mean,
So, who do you think are up and coming producers that are worth looking out for?
Daniel Bortz is something.
Well, not huge, but someone that, like, everything that we hear of his, we play on the show or we play out in the clubs. Like Melbourne Deepcast from Australia,
excellent,
amazing. Like, you know, just put out these really super cool records. Deep Space Orchestra, brilliant producers, and you know, stuff that people have never really heard of, but
Spanish,
you know, just
Spanish crew, the new school Spanish crew like Edu Ibanon, Ana, Koyu, they've done Raymond Tapia, we're loving,
of course,
It just goes on, and you know, and still the Americans still deliver. You got people like Omar S.
Dennis Ferrer, you know, Reggie
Dokes is like awesome. And then a guy that, you know, has been doing it for me recently, Levon Vincent. You know, it's just like really taking it to another place. And
when you go into the studio as producers, well, what is your process that you go through in order to put together a track?
We just pretty much take in like a bag of records each and sit there and like go through them, and you know, we're like, oh, that bass line's brilliant, or that kind of, that little riff there, or that vocal thing, and just try and emulate what we hear on our old records, and that's what we've always done for 20 years.
But doing it in our style, our take of it. I mean, I think one of the main things that we do, I'm not saying that we're being groundbreaking or anything like that, but what we try and do is try and source more organic samples rather than use the kind of like the sample libraries that are available, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that what we want to do is we want to try and use our influences from other sources, and
like funk or like
because basically I mean, like
disco, like
exactly
that kind of
thing. I mean we basically come from that background of hip hop, red groove, you know, right across the board, and you know, our tastes are really eclectic. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what we want to sort of add to what we're doing, really. And you know, just mix it up. You know,
I think you know, the thing with the studio as well, we've always been really lucky and worked with some brilliant engineers and programmers that kind of get what we do and sort of understand our thing.
What do you think makes a good producer? Besides finishing a track?
It's the finishing. That's the important thing. I suppose adding their personality to the sound. I mean, or just putting something, some kind of originality in there. I mean, nothing's new under the sun, but I think what is new is when you put something with something else that hasn't been done before or hasn't been done for a while.
It's as we said earlier on, it's kind of like, and it's like what we did, you know, when we first started out in the early 90s, we were kind of like borrowing from like things that we love, like we love the kind of disco thing, we love the sort of European stuff like Hard Floor and those kind of records, and we also love the classic house things like DJ Pierre and stuff, and we just kind of like tried to copy all of those and put them all together and just, you know, hopefully we came out with something else, which is, I think that's the beauty of it. It's kind of, you can borrow ideas, but you kind of then make it your own thing and make something different. And that's always, you know, the stuff that always appeals is the things that just sound a little bit different, if that makes sense. Like, because you can get like 100 people copying that same sound and it sounds the same. But as soon as someone comes along and just puts a little, oh no, I'm going to do it like this. And as soon as that person comes along with that different idea, then that takes it onto a whole different thing. Like we you know, we spoke about Maya Jane Coles earlier on. Exactly what she's doing. Like, you know, she's doing that 90s thing, but she's just got some other little thing going on there that you don't know what it is. You know, if you knew what that was, you'd be fucking laughing. But that's what it's all about for us.
I mean, it's obvious she's into MK and those guys from the past, but she's putting her own spin on it, and that's refreshing.
Well, thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your gig tonight.
Looking forward to it.
And I'll see you later.
Yes, definitely.
Cool. So this is Ryan Ash for Ash on Asia, and I was talking to Express 2. Cheers, guys.
Good God, so lazy I almost stopped.